Alright, welcome to another episode of David the World Wonder. Today we're going to be making the impossible table. Okay, let's look at all the ingredients we're going to need to make this happen. First off, we're going to need our trusty disc saw. This disc saw, the bigger the better, more power, easier it cuts. Secondly, you're going to need these metal angulos they use. These are angles that you can use. They're about a 1/4 inch thick, about 4 millimeters as well. So you're going to have a lot of stability in that. Then, of course, you're going to do chain. The chain link is going to be there for the stability of the table, so it doesn't wobble back and forth. Of course, you can't do anything without your trusty handy dandy martillo, as they say in Spanish, hammer. Obviously, you're going to need something to measure it with, something for cutting your angles, and the cream of the crop. Always use Miller products, the best in the world. No, I'm just kidding. They're not paying me to say this, and obviously you can use any kind of welding machine, but Miller seems like a good one. All right, so Juan, are you ready to do the impossible and make an impossible table?
Yeah, right.
Goddamn right. All right, so let's start doing this impossible table. The first thing we're gonna do is start cutting the metal. All you need is your trusty measuring tape and your handy dandy disc saw. Go ahead and measure this to cut it up, and start making the project. Always respect the flare when cutting with the disc saw. Alright, we got one done. Just more to go. Okay, now that we got everything cut, we're going to start putting it together. First off, the big ones are going to be for the base sides, and the other ones are going to be the support sides. In design. So next, we're going to weld everything together to make it nice and strong. So wait a sec, come check it out. Okay, so let's start. While you got your welding machine hot and ready, if you happen to have these 45-degree angles that have a magnetic strip on it, it helps a lot. As you can see, you put one in here. This way, it holds the corners nice and tight, which when you're welding will give you a nice even welding surface to go on to. Okay? If you don't have it, it's fine. You can either use another piece of metal to push them both together. But either way, go ahead and weld these babies up. Do the rest of the product. now that we've made the base and the top for our impossible table, we're going to make the structure to support it. So we've already cut the first of many little pieces. This is going to be fastened to the base. Okay, you want to make this 3/4 of the way of the angle, or of the. You want to make it 3/4 of the way of the length of the piece. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to weld this here 3/4 of the way. So this is 54 centimeters. We're going to weld it at 40 centimeters across. Now we're going to go with the other piece here. That's going to hang and support the top of the impossible bit. Now note that we cut this at 54 centimeters. Okay, the whole thing is going to be 73. So not only are you going to use 3/4 of the dimension between this portion of it, but also when you're cutting this piece, you're going to cut this 3/4 of the way to the top of your table. Okay? All right, so let's weld this and let's get this going. We went ahead and cut this, okay? This is going to be the supporting piece, the last piece we need. Okay, so right here, it's going to go on top of this. We're going to weld this together, okay? And this is where we're going to hold the chains, okay? This is what's going to actually support the impossible table. We cut this at 12 centimeters, okay, which is 1/4, once again, of the whole thing. So remember, we're doing a 3/4 here, so a 4th back makes it right in the middle of where you want the table and the line to be to support everything nice and even. Let's go ahead and weld these together and let's get to the next step. Okay, Juan, looks like we're pretty much done. All right, so we got the base is made. Like full on American steel. No, actually we're at Columbia making this, so it's full on Colombian steel. But last but not least, we're gonna put the chain in. So this is gonna support the weight of the actual base. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this to length. 72 centimeters is the height of an actual table. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna weld this portion to the base, and then we're going to cut this to length so we can weld the other portion to the other base that we have here. After that, we're going to add 4 corners for some stability, and we're good to go. Are you ready to finish? Because I sure am. Let's go. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to weld the chain onto the bracket, and we're good to go. Well, if you want to learn how to make this, stay tuned. We're going to make the impossible table.